Hey guys, today we're here to talk to you a little bit about Bistro Saffron. We'll talk a little bit about the restaurant's current methods for the supply chain and some of the problems that they're facing. After revealing some of the flaws of the business, we'll offer our advice as how to fix it in order for Saffron to operate in an efficient and effective manner. But first, let me tell you a little bit about this restaurant in case you've never been there or even heard of it. Saffron opened in 1996 and introduced a brand new idea in exquisite Pan-Asian cuisine to Cape Girardeau. This place offers various Asian dishes with modern flares which create flavors you never would have dreamed of. When dining here, a customer could get anything from wonton soup, fried rice, and pork chops to roasted duck, calamari, or even sushi. The menu is pretty straightforward, not very large, but the taste is most definitely not. Saffron mixes the idea of fine dining with a relaxed atmosphere, which creates a good place for any occasion, whether it be business partners meeting for lunch or just even going out for a family dinner. Now that you know a little bit about this restaurant, McKenna will talk to you about the current supply chain that this restaurant is implementing.
So just a little bit more background information about Bistro Saffron before I go into their supply chain. Their average ticket sales or ticket price for 2 people is around $40. Their average number of customers a day is around 70 people, and then their average monthly sales is around $50,000. But that's not all profit. You have to also include food costs, labor, and then rent, and then deduct all of that, and their profit margin is actually a lot less than that. And then the number of employees that they currently have is 15, and that's including the front and back of house. Okay, so what exactly is a supply chain? Supply chain is the flow of materials, information, money, and services from raw material suppliers through factories and warehouses to the end customers. Another important aspect of supply chains is how visible they are to all parts of the organization, which you'll see that that's how Bistro Saffron really falls, and that's their downfall, is they're not visible to all parts, and then that causes problems through the whole supply chain. Okay, so Bistro Saffron's current supply chain works through distributor, retailer, and customer. Their distributor is Lucky Trading, which is a company based out of St. Louis. They supply all of Bistro Saffron's food. The way the inventory system works right now is that the manager just goes through with pencil and paper, and he really just eyeballs whatever he thinks the restaurant needs. The problem with this is a lot of the times, once again with the visibility, is that he misses a lot of items. So then the customer suffers from that because they don't always have every menu item that they have listed. So the next part is the retailer, which is Bistro Saffron. They work through a point of sale system. They typically have about 3 to 4 servers per night, but they only have 2 POS systems. And the problem with that is a lot of the time servers are fighting over the POS systems, which cuts down or increases the customer's wait times and ticket times, which really just doesn't do anything well for their experience overall. The ending part is the customer, which hopefully they enjoy the food and then they complete their transaction with the payment. So that's their current supply chain, and Sean's going to talk to you about what we're going to do to fix it.
Okay, we're going to implement a direct conversion strategy, which is basically cutting the old system off immediately and turning the new system on at a certain point, which our old system is the manager taking the inventory by eye, and then the new system is going to be all computerized. The computer will keep track of how much inventory, and once it gets to a certain level, it will know to order that inventory, that certain item. This is the least expensive type, but also the most risky, in that if the new system doesn't work, you won't have support from your old system, which this really won't be a problem for us at Saffron's. In the event of the new system failing, the old system would be easy to assign, to get started back up, assigned to employees or back to the manager. So there won't be much loss for us in that. And then we're going to use a vendor management inventory system, which occurs when the supplier rather than the retailer manages the entire process for a particular product, which is going to be our inventory, which pretty much consists of everything that we order down to cups, to the type of noodles, meat. This will benefit us by being more accurate and timely with our orders, and which will decrease the bullwhip effect, which is just erratic shifts in orders up and down the supply chain. And this, we're going to tie all this together with an extranet, which allows our business partners, which for our food we use Lucky Trading. This allows them to have access to our system. So once, like I said, once it gets to a certain order, they will be able to, they'll order that. Say if our noodles, we only have a couple pounds left in noodles. Once we get to that level, then they'll order more noodles so that we don't run out. And then this down to next will be the servers are going to start with tablets. So hopefully the customers will see immediate effect, but if they don't, they'll automatically see that the waiters are going to have tablets. So they're going to take orders on tablets, which is all going to be computerized. So we're hoping to eventually get rid of paper altogether. So that's how that's our plan for the new supply chain, and now Victoria is going to talk about implementing.
Okay, so what we're gonna be doing with our new system is basically changing the supply chain from top to bottom for the entire restaurant. The first impact it's gonna have is on the supplier-restaurant relationship. This is gonna change how we are ordering the products. With our new system, as soon as an order is taken at the table from the tablet the servers will have, the product will be immediately detected from the computerized inventory system. This way the list is always current and up to date. With the implementation of the vendor managed inventory system, this means our supplier will always have a current status of our inventory levels with the use of the extranet we will also be implementing. And there will be no need for them to be informed by managers when our levels are low. This means that they will automatically be able to send us the inventory we need when the product gets low, so we will never have any shortage on our food. The next impact that we have is on the server-customer relationship. The servers are going to be using the new tablets that we're going to have, and they're going to be used so that every time the server goes to take an order, they're going to take it directly from the table, and there will be no need for them to go back to the kitchen because the orders are going to be sent directly back there from the tablet themselves, and the ticket will be printed so that the kitchen can begin to prepare the meals. This will allow customers to have access to their servers at all times because the servers are never going to need to leave the floor. Because of the restaurant will be able to save money on employee wages, there'll be less servers and only one food runner. The tablets will also allow, the tablets, will also allow customers to be able to pay the server while they stand at the table if they're using debit or credit cards. This is convenient for the customers all the way around, and it's going to improve their experience there. The overall impact our new system will have on the restaurant as a whole will be that the customer will be happier with the experience because there theoretically should never be a shortage of any food. They will have more attention from their servers, and overall the experience will be of a higher quality. The restaurant will also save money being able to have less people working at one time. Now Andrew will come back to conclude our presentation for us.
Okay, so as you can see, Saffron has quite a few problems with it. To fix it, we're going to implement a direct operating system. This is pretty much, since the system's so outdated and old and basically doesn't use any technology whatsoever, the system is necessary, and it's going to make it even easier since there's not much technology to go back to the old system if need be. The extranet and the vendor managed inventory system will give each side the ability to actually see current levels of inventory, and the supplier will be able to send items whenever stuff is low, and if they fail to send something in, Saffron will be able to put in special orders. Also, tablets will make ordering the food much easier and quicker by instantly sending the orders to the kitchen rather than waiting for the waiters and waitresses to wait for an open computer. Lastly, food runners will keep the customers happy by getting the food delivered to them as soon as it's ready, and this also keeps servers on the floor and will help customers much quicker. By doing all of this, Saffron will operate much more efficiently and make loyal customers with fast, friendly, and reliable service. This has been our analysis of Bistro Saffron and how we would change the supply chain. Thanks.